Yo YouTube, welcome back to the concession stand. I got something pretty slightly important to talk about because you know how I made that video about how Erudition needs some help?
Flashback.
I will not stand for such an Erudition master plan. Don't just see pixels on a screen. I see, well, in pure fiction released, and now it's in a better spot. I was like, okay, now what? I logged onto the game one day and then was just looking through the data bank to figure out what I could possibly make a video on, but then I realized there is one path that has a bit more of a peculiar situation than Erudition does. Like, just let me give y'all a quick rundown of the problems plaguing the path of Erudition. Of preservation. If you enjoy this kind of stuff, make sure to like, subscribe, turn on notifications so you don't miss out on another one of these kinds of videos. We all know that the path of preservation is dedicated to making sure your team takes as little damage as possible, but it's facing, I'd say, two drastic issues. The first being that there are only 4 units. 3 of them were in the start of the game, and then Fushuen released during the second half of 1.3. Every other path has gotten at least 2 new units, and from what we've seen, it's like 2.0, we are not getting another Prez unit because it's going to be Black Swan, Hanabi, and Misha, which are Nihility, Harmony, and Destruction. So Destruction and Nihility will be getting their 5th new unit since release, and Prez, it's going to be a long while.
Stop the cap!
And then the second issue that we are dealing with is that it is not all too good at solo sustaining, which is a problem that Abundance doesn't even have to deal with. Their job is to heal damage that you have lost during the battle. So with or without a preservation unit, they will be doing their job to sustain the team. Prez is like, once those shields are down, then you gotta do whatever you can to hope that you can get them back up. Except for Fushuen's case, she doesn't make shields. Like, those are the 2 major things. One smaller thing I do want to point out is dealing with crowd control and DOT. This path is not meant to deal with that. That's Abundance's job. But it's kicking preservation in the ass because it can't solo sustain all that well. Fushuen and March are the closest we can get to any sort of resistance, because when you have Fushuen's field up, you can ignore one instance of crowd control, and then if you want to ignore another instance, you have to reapply the field. But dealing with any sort of just normal debuffs or DLTs, you're out of luck with that. March's case, she can remove a debuff with the use of her skill, but that's only one at a time, and if she gets CC'd, then another ally gets CC'd, you're out of luck. Jeopard and Fire MC don't have that kind of capability. Abundance, on the other hand, has 4 out of the 5 units that can cleanse, Bailu being the one that can't cleanse. And now that I've gone over the issues, the only thing I can say is, well, just, we need more. We need more preservation units. Fushuen's backpack is going to get heavy if we don't have someone with her kind of capabilities. Because we already have units like Luocha and Huoho who are basically Harmony / Abundance. And then Fushuen is the one preservation unit that's fulfilling a multi-path kind of role. If we get at least one more Prez unit that helps with the overall survivability besides shielding or reducing damage, then I'll say that Prez is starting to improve on itself. But until then, just like with Erudition, we will just hope for what could be in the background. Thanks for sticking with me. If you got any extra opinions on this, leave it down in the comments. Also join me up on Discord, discord.gg/expresstrain. The concession stand is closed for today. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace out.